What's good, my good people? Welcome to another edition of Don't Cancel the Culture podcast. And we here to talk some more shit this week. Let you know who here today. Go ahead and go get them names and shit. You feel me?
Yo, this your boy TK Money checking in. You can follow us on Don't Cancel the Culture podcast. Make sure you check me out on Instagram, which is at TK_money. And make sure you check out the Veterans Media on Instagram.
Do
Do
that.
that. Hey y'all, it's me, Lisa Lee. Don't forget to follow me at attractive_smiley. And you can also follow my business page at C_more_creations.
Do that. And it's your boy Stacy. You already know to find me right here posting on the daily. But let's get into the show, man. So first thing first, how you guys' week was?
Been good.
It's tiring.
Tiring.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's good. I mean, you're doing something. A lot of people ain't tired at all. They just bored. It's better to be tired than bored, I would say. A lot of people just sitting around not doing much or nothing. But it has been a pretty eventful week. Very, very eventful week. First thing first, we want to give our condolences to the lives that was lost in the tragedy in Texas. It's one of the most saddest things that I've seen, man.
Yeah, man. It's crazy.
For someone to come and just take these kids' lives, man, like that, it's unexplainable. It's a lot of things that we have to do to keep progressing that as a society or in America. But I don't know. We keep having running to the same damn
problem
over and over again.
And it's like at this point, what could we do? What needs to change? Why is this continuing to happen? What is the bigger, like it's just so much questions, and then there's so much life that's being lost, and it's like they could never be brought back.
Yeah, man. From what people are saying, it's much more of a struggle for power. But when it comes to the politicians that do not want to pass certain laws, so that's what's going on right there, and it's stupid. But who knows? Like it's like they keep saying certain things, like say for instance, when it came to the killings in Chicago, whatever, saying there's strict gun laws in Chicago, strict gun laws in New York. So who to say we have stricter gun laws in Texas that something like this wouldn't happen? My thing is just that like you just because those things are, those things may be true, but at the same time, you just want to make things just harder. You want to just make things harder for it to happen. Don't just concede. You feel
Right.
me? Concede to whatever's going on. But it's an unfortunate situation, and
it's sad.
Sad as hell.
And what I see too, every time something like this happens, and whoever the shooter is, they like to say, "Oh, mental health," every single time, as if that makes it more justifiable or something.
Hell, fuck no. That's just bullshit, man. Ain't nothing to justify this shit. It's just something that's just tough. Only thing we could do is just try to do our best to put things in place to prevent it. But what we've been doing so far hasn't been good enough. And a lot of people walked in schools today, teachers and children walked to school or walked in their schools in fear. We're sitting in fear all damn day. And it's something that we're gonna continue.
Parents
over and over
too.
Again.
Imagine. I cannot imagine the feeling if your child attended this school and you got word. As actually earlier I was watching a clip that I believe it was on CNN or one of the news outlets, but basically it was the kids that I guess they had transported all of the kids, they put them on buses and they took them away from the school at one point. And so they released the children and they were like walking down this long path looking for their families. And you can see other parents asking other children who were walking trying to find their own families, did they see their children? And then and I seen like one little boy, he was like, no, I didn't see. Like one of the moms was, or whoever she was asking a little boy like, hey, did you see XYZ? And he's like, no. So they were kind of split up. It wasn't like class. It must have been everybody just go,
Yeah.
And that's so sad to just wonder if your child was one of these children that this unfortunate event happened to.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Sad as fuck, man. But listen, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Abbott Elementary, but Abbott Elementary is a show from Quinta Brunson, I believe. I can't remember what channel it's on, but it's on main TV. And someone asked her if she could do a goddamn episode about the shootings to bring awareness or to put some pressure on the government. And she, of course, said no, because this is some stupid shit. Like, come on now. What type of shit is that, bro? try to make a TV show about this shit.
They
Like nobody trying to be
were
reminded
trying to
about shit.
capitalize off big stuff like this when stuff happened, trying to get either money or some type of compensation for something. This is not the time for that kind of stuff, man.
Not at all. Not at all. So, shouts out to Quentin for being stand up when it comes to that. But
I'm happy that she said no, because can you imagine, as a black person who is definitely up and coming and doing so good on her show, and you go and make a episode because this is what somebody asked, and then boom, your shit canceled.
that's career suicide. Nah, hell nah. Somebody else make a show about that shit.
Yeah, they trying to
If they want to, you feel me?
set
But
up.
nah, we just get she's getting a seat at the table. She got to go ahead and just do a thing. You feel me?
I remember you. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the show called Degrassi.
Yeah.
And they kind of had an episode about
a school shooting. They did.
Okay, you remember?
That's when Drake got shot, of course.
Okay, you remember the episode?
Yeah.
And that shit honestly was like very devastating. Like still as an adult, I think about that show like, oh my god. So why would they just refresh our memories of this tragedy? Like I don't understand why people would.
I forgot all about that when Drake became wheelchair Jimmy. I forgot all about that shit.
I like Degrassi though.
That's my shit. Whatever that shit is. But hey man, shouts out.
I know you trying to just sing the song.
That's what I can remember it. But yeah though. So move on. So some more topics. We got a couple more topics tonight. But what you guys see as the main topic or whatever we get into. So listen, there was a big uproar from the black community on Twitter and Instagram. Mostly Twitter, I guess the more conscious woke folks, they were upset because of this ice cream, this Juneteenth ice cream that was released, and it was some swirled red velvet and cheesecake flavored ice cream, and people were kind of upset about it because of them saying that the corporation's trying to take advantage of the black holiday. You feel me? And so many people had mixed reactions, but the main reactions caused a wave of Walmart leading to the point that was pulling down the ice cream off the shelves. Now I just realized that they had a Pride ice cream while looking for like pictures for thumbnails. They had a Pride ice cream too. I didn't know that. But for Pride Month,
I'm not gonna lie, honestly. It's a lot of holidays they kind of make special edition stuff for.
Every holiday,
yeah.
So like even for like in for instance, they have a 4th of July ice cream. They have different pastries that they change to. I don't understand why is it that when it comes down to black people's things, we kind of get offended when other people are trying to embrace our culture in a way.
It's much more like, I don't know if it's offended or I can't think of the word. I can't think of the word I want to use, but it's like, damn, we not in a position to capitalize off of it. So we get upset of other people capitalizing off of it. Because if we was in a position to go ahead and capitalize financially off these holidays, you will, because these other corporations, of course, Walmart, I'm pretty sure what to do. The guy is a white guy. And he's American, so as an Americans capitalizing off of those other holidays are American holidays. It's cool, it's all fair game, but I guess because we're not in those financial positions of power to have corporations to capitalize on the masses like a Walmart can, that's what the upset, them being upset comes from. I can understand at the same time, but that's when you got to be much louder with your efforts to go ahead and, I guess, capitalize or make sure these spikes in economies from these holidays, they revolve around in our communities. That's where we gotta put more effort into.
So you think it would have had the same reaction if they were selling Juneteenth shirts?
Walmart, if Walmart was, I think it would have the same reaction, because the same fundamental reason why they're upset is with these corporations capitalizing off of black people, with black people not being in a position to capitalize. So I guess that is the only thing that can make sense for me to think that them being upset. That's it. Other than that, it's like
what you getting mad for? Yeah,
that's every single other holiday has the same thing. Like the past few fucking years, everybody's been celebrating Cinco de Mayo. Everybody Taco Tuesdays, like everybody been celebrating that shit. I don't see the Mexicans being super fucking pissed off about it. It's like, okay, it is what it is,
Yeah, but when I seen this debate as well, I noticed that a lot of people were saying, "Oh, you should just use this time or this day to just support black-owned businesses." And I think like that's more so of the issue with this situation,
that they not what
that they feel as though for Juneteenth, especially because it's supposed to be it is a black holiday, they want just black owned business to profit on that day instead of giving your money or your whatever
I could see it.
towards other places such as Walmart.
I respect that because I was having a talk today in the barbershop and we were saying Chinese, they don't support nobody else but their own people. So the only money that a Chinese person gives to the American people is rent, light bill type stuff, but they buy their own food from China. Everything comes from there. They support all their stuff. So I could feel our community saying like, hey, they making money off of our, culture. But then again, if we were smart, we could probably some of the high end or the small businesses could contact Walmart and say, hey, can we bring in our product to sell in your stores for this day, and they get a percentage or something like that. So sometimes you could,
But in the sense, it's like they still making money though.
yeah, but at the end of the day, you know how the game is when it comes to the African American game. You know how it's gonna go. So sometimes you just gotta bite the bullet, but it's easier said than done.
Mm-hmm. I think that what's the guy that he just passed away not too long ago. He was in the clothing industry, the fashion industry.
By the way, real quick, you talking about Virgil. By the way, this is Creamalicious. It's a black owned ice cream company, and they have that same flavor, red velvet cheesecake. They got that flavor. So if y'all want to try that flavor, go ahead and hop on Creamalicious. They got Auntie Poonie's caramel pound cake. They got thick as thieves pecan pie.
What is it?
Thick as thieves pecan pie.
Thick as that shit make y'all thick.
Yes, slap your mama banana pudding.
Ooh,
Horse like peach cobbler.
BBL.
Uncle Charles Henny brown sugar bourbon cake.
No, it don't say that.
But it say bourbon though. Uncle Charles brown sugar bourbon cake. Grandma Gigi's sweet potato pie.
Where do you even get this from? Because I've never seen it before.
While I was looking for the thumbnails, I came up on this and I seen that it was an actual. It said it had a side by side of the Walmart Great Value Juneteenth ice cream, and it had this next to it saying like, if you want that flavor, you can go ahead and get it from there. So Creamalicious, if you guys want to taste that and you don't want to feel like a cone while you eating that damn ice cream, go ahead and get some.
Maybe we should try. Maybe we should try and get that and see how it is.
So y'all want to eat some Creamalicious on Juneteenth?
Yeah, let's see. We
can eat some Creamalicious. You eat the Creamalicious?
What you eating? Creamalicious. Nigga,
you want no thick ass thieves?
That's the one I'm gonna get for y'all. The thick one.
The thick ass thieves.
I ain't trying to get thick.
I'm gonna get the thick.
I want that slap your mama banana pudding.
That one looks.
It might be fine now.
That shit sound fine.
I'll get the auntie and the uncle one. That's the one that's probably gonna be hitting.
Auntie Poonies. Why her name Auntie Poonies?
I never heard Poonies.
Shit might be spicy.
Pound cake.
Oh, Auntie's Poonies got that pound cake. That reminds me of that 60-year-old lady. Y'all seen that 60-year-old lady with the fat ass booty?
Yeah, Jesus. I wonder if that shit was natural, bro.
That shit
ain't no good.
What you mean?
That shit was bubbling, boy.
I want to know. Hold on, chat. I'm gonna print.
Who had a what?
You didn't see that?
No,
I sent it to you.
They say she's 60, but I think they lying.
No, she can't be 60 with that booty.
She ain't no more.
She got a wagon dragging it.
She got a Kim Kardashian.
Nah, that shit big.
She said that shit big.
That shit jiggle. I'm gonna show y'all chat. Hold on one
second. Oh my god, that's
She's 60. She no fuck.
No, she can't be 60.
Y'all hating. Bro. She probably is 60.
How we hating?
Because y'all can't believe it.
We can't have conversation.
That's not hating. That's like giving props. Saying that she's nowhere near 60. This must be Aunt Pony with the pound cake. Check it out.
Hey, Pam. So they ain't never look like this your ass.
They ain't never.
Tell her how old you is.
60
All right, then. Don't play like that.
60 months.
Don't play like that.
That's that Pony's pound cake right
Pound cake.
So if y'all want to go ahead and grab that Creamalicious, go ahead and get right with Aunt Pony. But yeah, Creamalicious, man. So I guess do they sell this? Let me see what they have. They got it in Target. Okay.
Oh wow.
Okay. Is this her? This is the Creamalicious lady right here. This is the only, so y'all understand who behind everything. Her name is Liz Rogers, and she has the Creamalicious ice cream.
Okay, shout out to
Liz,
Liz.
shout out,
So
shout out.
once again, you ain't got to coon out with the Juneteenth ice cream if you feel real strong about your heritage. You want to do things right way. You want to taste that red velvet cheesecake ice cream. Go ahead and get right over there with.
So you do believe that we should be supporting Black businesses instead of?
I think any chance you get a time, anytime you get a chance to support a Black business, you should. If they're doing everything with integrity, you feel me? Like make sure they have the best product out there. But at the same time, like sometimes like just pouring into a business, give it the chance to get better products, give it a chance to get better customer service and stuff like that. One thing about it is like, you know, we get bad customer service with other one thing that people complain about with Black business is customer service. But we get bad customer service even at high-end designer places just for us, like even when it comes to that shit. You know, so customer service time is an issue. We have minimum wage workers. So I think others we get the benefit of the doubt, but I can't lie, there are some folks, some places that do have horrible customer service, and that is some things we should, you know, tighten up with. I guess
I remember you said a comment about like fried chicken places.
What about
if the girl that ain't rude?
Oh yeah, I need
that.
Ain't
fire.
I need that. I need an attitude. I want my damn my wing platter to come with an attitude with it. You feel me? I want my wing platter to come with an attitude. You feel me? If a city girl ain't serving me my food, I don't want it. If I'm going to a wing place, you feel me? And I need my flop. I don't know y'all about flops up there, wherever y'all.
Tell us what a flop is.
Flop is it's the correct terminology is Arnold Palmer.
Okay.
It was like lemonade and iced tea, half and half.
Okay, or
Arizona's, or lemonade and fruit punch.
Okay.
And I prefer the lemonade and the fruit punch flop. That's my thing.
So that's what I like.
It's amazing. You know, you get the right type of ice. You know, you had the right ice balance because them little city girls, they be trying to play with you.
Yeah, they're trying to stretch it out.
Yeah, like nah, I need that light ice. Give me light ice. You feel me? You know, I'm trying to drink this shit and be on the edge of diabetes when I'm done. Get me right. Don't play with me.
They get mad when you say light ice.
They get mad at you. And I don't know if y'all don't know about the stuff down here. They got like this lemon pepper shit, like shit we seasoning. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, yeah, I need an extra lemon pepper on my shit too. You feel me? I'm trying to, you know, make my doctor mad. I'm playing. I'm playing. Doctor coming up, like what they doctor's appointment, they see all your damn results. They're like, what happened?
That shit spiked up.
Too much snappers. You know, too much snappers. The city girl at the window, she been treating me right. You know,
you up.
Give me everything I need when I go and ask what I want. You feel me? But yeah, you gotta give people a pass. I guess neighborhoods a pass. But speaking of city girls, speaking of ratchet women, let's go ahead and transition over to Sokihana. Now, Sokihana is you know, her professional job as a rapper. She used to be, you know, part-time OnlyFans model. But she is lately just, I guess she's focusing on rapping. I think she also did some reality TV. She was on Love and Hip Hop Miami. So Sokihana, she went viral, receiving backlash for a clip that went viral, her twerking on a little boy. So that shit wild. That shit was wild. Did you guys see it?
I glimpsed it, I think, strolling up.
I heard them talking about it, but I didn't personally see it.
But I could imagine the fuckery that
I've seen this happen in real life.
Of course. And how did you react in real life? Are you numb to that type of stuff?
No, I was like, honestly, I was looking at the girl like, is she serious? Because the person that she was actually dancing on was like a mentally challenged boy, a little boy. And like everybody else act like it was so cute and like, oh, look at the boy, he's, you know, and I'm just looking at them like, these cannot be adults. Like, are they serious? This is a child. What are y'all doing? I don't
think they be thinking when they actually doing that kind of stuff. And then it gets posted and then, you know, it goes viral.
This was even something that happened, remember, at Carnival where the little boy was getting a dance with a girl, you know.
Yeah, and they was dancing vulgarishly and, you know, stuff like that. You shouldn't be.
Imagine at Carnival how the girls dance. They're already half naked.
And she dancing with a little boy?
Yeah.
Little boy.
Like about 9 years old.
Wow.
And it's like, how would you feel as an adult to have this grown ass person dance with your child?
That's weird as hell.
Mhm.
Imagine, but what if it's flip like a man dancing with a little girl?
Exactly.
Heads will roll.
Exactly.
Heads will roll. A man throwing dick on a little girl like she's throwing ass on this damn boy,
You
man.
getting beat.
Yeah.
It's a video you showed me, not cutting you off,
What?
about the guy who beat the girl and swallowed up her eye, and they beat the mess out of him. Like, come on now, it's like that couldn't happen. Like, if you would see a grown man dancing on a little, you know what I'm saying, you would go and beat the mess out of him. You don't do that.
Yeah.
That
For sure.
video he's talking about, it was this guy. They posted it because this guy basically was getting beat up. And then people walked up on the scene. They're like, "Hey, why you beating him up?" He was like, "Hey, he blacked my 9-year-old girl, my baby girl eye.
Wow.
This grown man, he looked like at least 50. He blacked my baby eye." So people who walking on the scene, they just see somebody getting their ass beat, and they like, "Stop." So one lady, she's like, "Stop, please, stop." And everybody else who had already heard the story of, oh, he hit the 9-year-old, they like, "Hey, chill out." She calling the police. "Oh, he's just here beating, da, 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 da." So the girl mom came outside. She like, "Bring his ass down here." She grabbed his hair and she drug him all the way. And she told the little girl to come outside so everybody could see. And the little girl eye was black,
Completely closed.
Wow.
like he blacked
Yeah,
her
he beat
eye
her,
out.
bro.
Oh yeah.
And he just started hitting us like, and the girl, the same girl who calling the police, telling them to stop. Soon as she seen it, she's like, "Oh, why would you do that?" All of a sudden. But you the one who calling the police. You the one trying to get aid for him. But that's why a lot of the time, the saying, "Mind your own business."
Yeah.
Mhm.
Now
Yeah.
the police getting clean, and this man defending his child as he should. Can you imagine if your baby come inside the house running, crying, and her eyes shut closed because a grown ass man outside and I'm punching her in her face?
I can't imagine. I
You
can't
gonna go
imagine
crazy.
that. Hell no.
He was outside. The man literally was holding on for his life. That's how hard he just kept hitting him in his face. Like,
Hey man.
I'm not mad at him.
Hey, listen.
Some people deserve stuff like that.
Hey, real talk. Real talk. Consequences. Every action
That's
has an equal reaction.
Exactly.
Mhm.
So shit, I get it. But so
If tables would turn, this would not be appropriate. But in the community that, like, I'm seeing it, a lot of people there, it's like half and half reaction. Some people accept it, and some people like, "Oh, she shouldn't have done that."
so you sent me a video. Well, you just showed a video
Mhm.
of Yaya Mayweather. Here we go. Boom. I love when things work like this. Stay lit, throwing ass the fuck.
I ain't gotta worry about no.
So bet. They are late doing this. Now, the Sukihana shit and this shit, it leads to a conversation as far as like black women mostly with the first ones that I seen now is on Sukihana head going in her saying they're upset, they're tired of this image
Mhm.
of black women being hypersexual, just doing wild shit and stuff like this. Then you seen this and you kind of was like upset about this.
Because why are they even? You pulled up to a gas station. First of all, you said, "Okay, we gonna get outside the car. And we gonna start twerking." That's what we're gonna do.
And what does it make? And do you think it's a bad image for black women? Do you think that does this reflect on black women? First of all,
Mhm.
Of course it does.
why?
Because imagine if the other race is at the same exact gas station and they see this. You know what they're gonna say about us? Animals.
I will play devil's advocate when it comes to saying like, why should we care what other races think about us? But at the same damn time, with us being so much at the mercy of other races when it comes to buying power with loans and the banks and shit like this and stuff like that, y'all know redline, all that shit like that. Like we still are at their mercy when it comes to how much respect we get business wise.
Mhm.
And that really gives us the chance to change our lives, when it comes to all this shit. So I could get that.
I just think it's a time and a place for everything. They have clubs for this.
Yeah.
It's censored.
Until we really become dominant business wise, we
Mhm.
got to watch our behavior.
All the
when
time.
we are able to like really run shit business wise, as far as the black dollar to really be dominant, so we understand that we hold our, I would say we hold our own faith in our
Mhm.
own hands. Then we got to check certain shit.
Let me
you
ask you a
know?
question.
What's up?
If your child was to be in a car, let me ask 2 questions. If your child, a little girl, was in a car and just so happened to have seen this going on, what would you?
Hey,
Hmm.
man, what would I do? You gotta go to the gas station. You gotta skip this one, or you
So,
gotta talk shit.
Yeah.
so
You gotta
you,
talk shit to condemn the behavior.
or what if she was to go and join? She is of
Oh
age.
fuck!
Oh, nah,
no.
she
Come
getting
on,
her
like, what's
ass.
up with you?
She getting dealt with properly.
Come on,
So
no,
it's just, this behavior to you guys is intolerable.
it's intolerable.
Yeah.
It's like a bunch of prostitutes. like they're. It's like when you look at the damn what it's sexual gestures is like. I seen it, man. I want to get into some shit, bro. It's so crazy.
Mhm.
I understand the need for wanting to be able to be sexually fluid and stuff like sexually liberated as far as women. I understand the obsession with that. I don't, but I'm just like starting to not give a fuck about fighting about it.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, you can't be doing that and then asking for respect at the same damn time when you're not checking it. It's like in my mind, I could differentiate between a woman that lives like this and a woman that's much more conservative, that's like more classy. I could differentiate it, but not everyone can.
Mm-hmm.
Not everyone. And the fact that things like this could go and be unchecked becomes the issue.
And imagine if your girl, she's out with her friends and this is what you see, and this viral video gets out and this is what you see. Your girl, she the one right here with the green hat on.
The green hat.
Nah.
Everyone just see my girl cheeks just like that.
You get upset just to realize, like, damn, and it kind of puts a sour taste in your mouth. Then it kind of fucks it up for a lot of us. Because when you do have like a nice shape, and this is what people kind of think that you into, especially a fat ass, you think you just want to shake your ass and do this, and for real.
It's it just look like a bunch of people just assimilating doggy style.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Promoting it. Come get it.
It's like come get it, right?
Yeah.
Come get it. That's why. So if dudes walk up on them, like what they gonna do? What out there and their reaction gonna be?
Come on, little mama. Let me get up on.
Stop playing.
Right.
You know,
Leave me
stop
alone.
playing. Where we going at? Where the next move
They
at?
can pull
Don't-
up on them asking how much they supposed to get offended or not.
Yeah,
They gonna get offended.
They get
Don't talk to
offended?
me like that. I ain't no hoe. You shaking your ass on top of this damn rented ass couch. Me, you ain't no hoe.
I don't think it's real.
I don't
That's
think that's
Yaya
really.
Mayweather.
What is that? What is happening? Y'all know? You don't say?
I don't know.
No.
It's Yaya Mayweather.
This
though.
Mayweather daughter.
She get the benefit of the doubt with all
Oh yeah, that shit is paid in cash.
That's probably one of her mini cars.
One of the mini cars. But yeah, so they can't get offended if a nigga pull up on them like, hey, how much for that?
Yeah,
Nah, they
I
can't.
mean,
Look what they doing.
So y'all seen what's the name? Jada Waiter.
Mhm.
What that nigga say? I want to be Jada Waiter.
Mhm.
But Jada Waiter, she was like 80%. No, not 80%, 90%. Now she was like women these days aren't respected like women in the 80s and 90s. Now I'll say this.
Okay,
There
Get
was Freakniks. We did have Freakniks. But them shits was just recorded on a VC you tape your camera.
Recorder, yeah.
You just tucked it. You don't see it like every fucking where. Like this shit is on the shade room. These women looking like this, and it's just celebrated. Let me look at the comments. They kids, I expect this type of behavior. It's the ones over 30 outside. That's a dude. I remember when I thought I had a bunch of friends like this was lit. Hey, I love this song. She have all the friends. They be letting her embarrass herself all the time. I don't know. Okay, no, we don't think y'all cute in the comments, bro. Let's go. All I care about is cars. I'm just trying to see the reactions. We don't give a fuck respectfully. Me and my friends this summer, they lit. Where's Floyd? Move for the summer. I'm just trying to see the reactions because I guess it's
they gonna be
nice.
embarrassed when they turn 30.
Yeah,
Where is her daddy?
Yeah. So I'm just trying to get a measure, but this behavior is seen so much that you can't act crazy, act wild when you see women aren't as respected as much or appreciated as much or praised as much like the 80s and 90s, because it was just a different. This was stigmatized. Being a hoe was stigmatized. Back in the days, it was like, we did pedestalize women. Women were pedestalized. Even when it came to the music, like we really like 90s R&B was like motherfuckers really simping over their chicks.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's transitioned to dudes like
Why gotta be called simping?
Because it was simping. Like
why? Why it just can't be they were so in love with their girls? Why does it have to be a simp?
Okay, just for the conversation continue. They were super in love with their girls.
Okay.
All right. So now what I'm but nowadays the music has transitioned to dudes talking about a heartbreak for these hoes doing the burn. Niggas just sit there crying, ride wave, choking bitches, like everything going crazy now. We don't know. Like this shit has transitioned to news used to be like sipping and shit. Now they heartbroken for sipping for so long.
I'm just trying to understand what I feel that changed is
What changed?
I feel like a lot of the women nowadays versus the ones that were back in the day, because you had this conversation. That's what I was trying to say about earlier. I feel like the women, they were more
what?
They were more
They're more what?
That's the word I'm looking for.
Don't let me help you out, because I'm gonna help you out and they can get mad at me.
What's the word?
Better?
Yep.
No, not better.
They weren't better. I don't want to disrespect all ladies, but
I'm trying to think of the word. They were more.
I don't know. I wasn't there, to be honest. All I know is what we have here. All I know is what we have here. I can't really speak on what the women were and what
in the past
the dudes experienced, because all I seen was just like, it seemed good. And the shit still be seeming good till you actually go through that shit. You actually go through that gauntlet. So like what I'm seeing now is just like, you have your good ones, but then you have your bad ones. You just respect the game for what it is.
Yeah.
Like, you just go out there with your guard up and you just play to win. So I can't be out here saying like women back in the days were better or whatever like that. I just know now you gotta walk light, you gotta tread lightly when it comes to dealing with
the women
ladies, because you can find some lemons and get burnt. You feel it is what it is. So.
I just think that women now are more masculine.
Oh, that's the word. Here we
masculine.
Go.
Women it's because they were forced to be. So a lot of the time they don't give a damn what a nigga gotta say right now. Like right now, these girls might not feel they don't care about their image, because in their head they're like, fuck these niggas, it's about me. So they take on this masculine role because in a sense that's what they grew up to know from their mothers, who's taught them that guys ain't no good, or this because they've had their heartbreak. Or they understand that. And the women before that, where you can see the transition that happened, like your mom's era. It was a lot of that era where they were very submissive towards their husbands or their mate or whatever.
Yeah.
But nowadays, it's like hard for a woman to be so submissive to a guy who, in a sense, can't provide for them. It's like we had this conversation where a man, they feel as though they want you to go 50-50 with them, but they want that same aspect of respect and that same aspect of this is my house, but it's like I understand it to be our house, because at the end of the day, me and you doing everything 50-50. It's not like back in the day where the guy would go to work and he would provide all of the bills, all of the financial needs within the household, which kind of made that woman have more. She felt in a way like she had to kind of care or cater to him in a sense more, versus a woman now who's working just as hard but still has to take on those same roles with this man who in a sense is kind of probably still being disrespectful to them, probably cheating on them or having outside children. Yeah, back in the day some of these things did occur, but at least at the end of the day they were having their bills taken care of. Now you worried about if your bills gonna get paid and if they're gonna step out on you and if they're gonna do this, and it's just like hard to kind of be more submissive to a guy and they're not really the guy says we want to have like those love songs. Like
I think all that shit is just like, it's tough because one, things have changed financially as far as just the world. it's inflation has happened and it's tough to run a household just off of one income completely. So just for things to be able to move smoothly, a lot of women are going to have to, well, they have to go ahead and provide income. But I think the submissive shit get confused with being a slave mentality. Like, just like I seen some chick say recently, she got hired by her husband, shit like that. I get that, but she's on some straight up housewife type shit. That's what she doing. She really working in the house for homie. But
even that, a lot of guys don't understand how much work being a housewife is.
What guys do you know that have the cash to afford a housewife tell you that you could really say they don't understand that? Because I think a lot of these conversations are so much hypothetical things that we don't really know hard down examples to be able to say that men don't appreciate this or men don't appreciate that.
I'm not saying that
because even,
they don't appreciate
because hold on, but because even when you were just speaking as far as like the dynamics of within a relationship with a household, like I know couples that are together living together in the households with the man doing a lot of work with the children with the woman. It's like it's 50-50 when it comes to everything. It's not all just on the woman to the point that she don't have to respect the man. I see a lot more examples of it being balanced all around rather than a woman working hard at work and then come home and slaving even more. I don't see that. I see balance. I see the men working hard and come home and working with the kids too, cleaning and cooking too. I think sometimes, like, just because we don't see the Disney Channel shit, that's what we are set up. Well, not me. That's what ladies are set about, because they don't have that Disney Channel shit. You feel me? Or they may see the one or two couple people that they see on social media, and they say my relationship ain't like that.
But you don't know how that relationship really is. You just outside looking in. You looking at all the beautiful shit that they post, all the chains they put on the little kid, and they out eating, but you ain't really know what's going on. So how can you really interpret to say they living this lavish lifestyle and good lifestyle? You can't interpret that, because they only gonna show you the band-aid. The band-aid was on over the cut, but you ain't know what the hell they didn't put over that wound or what the hell going on.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying?
And that's why I really think about that shit. I think we just don't have it. We just all speaking on worst case scenario type shit, because when it comes to that, like, even when ladies be saying shit like, say for instance, you could do all this for your man and he's still gonna cheat as far as like being a great wife. Niggas could do the same thing, vice versa, do all this for their woman and they still gonna cheat. So everyone that's going into a relationship, you going into it at some type of risk, no matter what. But everyone always trying to base arguments or understandings on the worst case scenario. Yeah. And it's not cool, because it may not be realistic. It's like things are much more, like, the world isn't so black and white. We live much more in a gray area than not. So certain things, like, these conversations be based off or just be bullshit, in my opinion. But I'm trying to pull this one little situation. I seen a little discussion going on, because it brings back to that, like, the image of the black lady thing, because I seen Chloe Bailey. It was someone mocking Chloe Bailey on Twitter, and it was like she was doing a song and she was doing a parody of saying that this is how Chloe Bailey do songs. And while doing so, it was her like making a song like super sexual, like super duper sexual and shit. So I'm like, okay. Other people was like, damn, these jokes about Chloe Bailey is getting like old and shit like that. I'm trying to find that shit. I'm trying to find it. But they said these jokes about Chloe Bailey getting old, X, Y, and Z. So then some chick came and was like, just because I'm getting tired of black women being seen to be pushed to be hypersexual and shit. Other people was like, the fuck you talking about? Like Chloe Bailey herself. First of all, how does it get to the whole black woman shit? And then Chloe Bailey herself makes herself seem hypersexual.
Very.
And then the person who ever said that in the first place, I go click on her page. Why? I see whips, chains,
all types of crazy stuff,
titties out, everything, and OnlyFans links. So I'm like, how the fuck you even talking about you tired of black women seeming to be pushed to be hypersexual, and you hypersexual than a motherfucker.
Mhm.
So it's like it just be the Twitter is just a very dark place. It's weird as hell.
I just think that it's a lot of people who are talking about things that they know that they aren't doing, but they think they see what they should be doing. I think that's what
They be
happens.
capping. They just be doing the shit just to do it.
Appreciate you, who put it. That's a funny name. Appreciate you though. But yeah, but it's a bunch of weird shit. I used to love Twitter.
You don't like it no more?
I have a love hate because I want it to be back to what it used to be. But
Mhm.
I don't think it ever is going go back to be what it used to be. Twitter used to be funny. It would be much more free realm to speak on what you want to and have the most craziest jokes. But now, like since you can get canceled for them damn jokes, it's like it's no way, no purpose to even saying shit. So like I think they're trying to do some shit like a close friends for Twitter. But
Mhm.
still, people gonna retweet whatever you be saying and go ahead and still
Yeah.
spread it. Like no matter
Screenshot
what,
it.
screenshot it's still gonna be on, still be wild regardless. So I don't know, man. But I seen some other shit on Twitter. It still are some dope conversations that are started. Like some girl was like, I've seen people saying when it comes to Sokihana shit, you can't. A girl said, you can't make every black woman hold that image that she's portraying. But then another girl was like, okay, so you don't want Sukihana, you don't want to like hold Sukihana responsible, but you want to go ahead and claim biracial people like Meghan Markle or Kamala Harris when it's when it's convenient,
Mhm.
and they have no type of correlation with their attitudes compared to the average black woman in America. But when you have a woman like Sukihana, who she is a very, I would say, a great representation for what's wrong with some of our sisters. You guys were like, nah, we ain't gonna respect that. We ain't gonna look at that. We ain't gonna check that. You want to just go, never mind that. Say, oh, not all of us like that. Nah, like you gotta hold that too. Just like you're gonna hold and claim Meghan Markle, just like you want to claim Kamala Harris when it's necessary, when it's convenient. You got to go ahead and claim that too.
Yeah, you just gotta play. You gotta, since you claiming it, you gotta stick with it. You can't be saying one thing and then you trying to be wishy washy with shit.
Like we gotta hold shit. We gotta hold these drill rappers that be on this stupid shit. Like we walk through the doors, or as a black man, a big black dude, like we gotta hold the judgment as well. You feel me? It's unfortunate, but we just gotta understand the world for being what it is, and we gotta do our best to fight against it. What's your thoughts, Lisa?
I do think that Sukihana is her own her own woman, her own person, especially because she tries to have this image of being very ghetto, very hood, very sexual, very that's who you know her to be. So she kind of exaggerates this to me more than anything of everything that she's doing. So like it's hard to kind of, I don't know. It's like she's in character in a sense.
In what capacity could a woman like Sukihana exist?
In the hood.
Even like on the mainstream, 'cause, like I can't lie, we got folks like the other day I compared her, not talent wise, but I compared her to like a old dirty bastard, or somebody that's just like just wild as hell, but that's just a character. They wild as hell, and this is the person in the game. But I
That's
think she went
her.
too far as far as with some of her antics. So I'm saying, like, could she exist in that capacity without going too far? Could you don't think she could exist at all?
I don't think no.
There's no space for a character like her in the game.
No, I don't see her fitting in anywhere because it's like
She's here. She fitting in somehow type of way.
Yeah, she's here, but not like, to me, she's not mainstream. Can you imagine if she was to go to the Oscars? Can you see her there?
Oh, she's not going to the Oscars, but
Or can you? That's what I'm trying to say. We can't. I can't even imagine her if she would. What's that? The
Boosie
Met
ain't going to the
Gala.
Oscars though. Boosie ain't going to the Oscars, but Boosie's relevant in the culture.
He big in the game.
He's relevant. I mean, shit. She getting posted on to 27 million people whenever Shade Room, whenever she do some shit in Shade Room, talk about it. So it's just like it always gonna come back down to what I be saying is like, the equal representation of all parts and all sides. Like, you're gonna have her, then you gotta have the exact opposite doing the exact opposite thing. You gotta praise that too. I can't think of the exact opposite on the top of my head right now, but you gotta have the exact opposite. She gotta get the same attention and recognition for doing the positive things. Like this is what I enjoy about men's rap music.
Mm-hmm.
Men's rap music, it's the reason why they can't talk too much shit about it, because you're gonna see the greats that's on the good messages, they're gonna get even more praise than the negative folks. Say for instance, I'm trying to think of the most ignorant rapper I could think of. Most ignorant rapper
in this game right now.
I would say, I don't know why my dog name coming into my head, but he on some fuck shit all the time.
Ooh.
You want to say, okay, we could say Kodak, but Kodak is kind of intellectual too.
Yeah.
But I would say Gucci. Gucci come to my head, but
Trick.
And I ain't gonna say Trick, but
Nah.
Gucci Mane. I was like, Gucci Mane is on some gangster shit, thug shit, whatever. He does his thing and he's super, super popular. But you can have Kendrick and J. Cole, they super popular too, and they on total different sides of the spectrum, and they're gonna get super praise. I don't think people like Sokihana can exist if you don't have that other end of the spectrum to get super praise, because even though she's not as raunchy, but Nicki Minaj's her subject matter is not much far off from Suki.
Yeah.
Rather than her just talking about, like, say for instance, how good she is at rapping, she don't really talk about things much more that aren't super raunchy. So until you have ladies that's like, they're going to talk about things like they did back in the days, like say for instance Queen Latifah or MC Light, that probably talk about much more layered things, deeper things than what ladies talk about today, then yeah, it's an issue when you have only this one side of representation. I think that's what it always comes down to when you compare the two genres. When you do have the ignorant people out there, you have equal representation of the good side too, and the good side does even better. They perform even better than the bad side. So I think people want that good message. But I don't know. Maybe we're gonna have more time and the female rap game will grow more over time. We'll
Hopefully.
see. We'll see. Let's progress to some different conversations. So this lady right here says, I want women to free themselves of the idea that men regret how they treated you after they see another man treating you well. I promise they don't care about you or your new man. So a lot of ladies in the comment section are disagreeing. They really believe that, when you move on and you're doing better, than another man is just sitting there crying like, I just want you back. Like they really think that. So what you think? Do you guys agree with that? Do you think it's cap? Niggas really be sick, throwing up?
I think it honestly depends. If the guy don't care, then you can never make him care. But if he does still care, he feel like he messed up, then you do have those guys that, in a sense, they do want you back. And if they see you are moving on, they feel away.
True.
I think those men, if they did do you bad, like, I think those men more so care about control
than
anything. When your little toy, you don't have access to no more. I think it's much more the fuck up thing. I think that aspect of it could make them be upset, hurt, and all those shit like that. They ain't got control over that woman no more. And the sad thing about it is, if a woman is really thinking that much, as far as doing her actions are motivated to go ahead and make someone upset, they still have fucking control.
Yeah.
They still have fucking control. The woman that completely moves away, or even the man that completely moves on, you ain't got control of that person no more. You don't give a fuck about what a person thinks. You ain't worried about if they're jealous or nothing like that. Like, you just
they gone. They
just
gone.
going. Yeah. It's like, I don't give a fuck. Like, my relationship isn't to make you upset, it's to make me happy. So you ain't sitting there just thinking about that, sitting and fessing on that. You just trying to, just have a great relationship. You ain't focus on nobody else.
But you have to remember, some women, that's what their intentions are. They want their exes to kind of feel as though they upgraded or they won, in a sense.
I guess so. I mean, every once in a while, like as a dude, you want to flex on your ex on some like you do want to say that you moved on and got better, did better, but like if you really does it really matter
It
what that
shouldn't.
person
Not at
thinks?
all.
I don't think it really matters because sometimes like shit, that person probably don't give a fuck about what you really doing. At
That
some point in
person
time,
gone.
yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like if you are truly done with the relationship, then you don't care about what that person is doing and who they're seeing, and you don't care about any of those things.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. You shouldn't care if you moved on. You shouldn't be dwelling on the person, doing all type of extra stuff.
researching.
Yeah, that's
Shit,
too much.
if anything, I'd be sitting there like, boy, good luck. The person that you dealing with now, good luck, because they guys can get you with that number 2 special. And we all know the number 2. Well, whoever that person number 2 special that they get, you can get hit everything on a toxic ass menu. Good the fuck luck.
Mhm.
You feel me? Y'all know
I
that
don't blame
y'all that little quote like shit. For every badass chick is a nigga that's tired of her, annoyed with her, or some shit like that. Like,
Mhm.
or vice versa when it comes to ladies with dudes and shit like that. Like, yeah, man, like, hey, move on, have fun, do what you got to do. That's it.
Shit,
Enjoy
don't
that
dwell
shit.
on that shit.
I think people should just like
Control, bro.
it's that control shit. It's that control shit. All right. So, am I the only one that thinks texting someone's parents when your significant other is acting up is weird? Like, I wish someone would call my mama. What y'all think about this shit? Like involving.
Sometimes you do gotta call the mamas. That's the
think
only
so, too.
person who can
What, to
get them in
tap
check.
in?
No, it's the only person who could talk sense into them.
Listen, I told my story about this the other day when I had to call the mama just to protect myself from the law.
You have to call.
Just-
You have
just
to call the
simply off that.
parents. You have to call the parents to sometimes let their ass know what their child is up to, because they be thinking they child is just innocent. You got your own you got your
You
own
be up here
reputation.
snitching. That's what you be doing.
Yep, you got
Snitching. Hey.
Your son did hit me.
Hey, that's different. When it becomes violent, like you gotta
Yo.
protect yourself because sometimes what if you retaliate and it goes to a point that may get deadly,
Mhm.
or you defending yourself and it may something bad may happen and then it looks wild on your part. You gotta like have a record of look, I've made this reaction. I said, hey, this person is violent with me.
Mhm.
Let them know that. So if something happens in the future, they can't say, "Oh, I didn't know." I've told you before. This person's violent with me. I protected myself, and this may accidentally happen, or I don't fucking know. But at least you know. Or this person have a false accusation on me, saying that I did this, but I told you that they're violent with me before. Like I told you this straight up. So it should be no surprises or it's no funny business when it comes down to
Going on.
something wild happens. I think that's the only circumstances. But when something simple, I wouldn't even say simple, something complex within relationship, just regular relationship shit goes on, you got to handle that on your own.
Mhm.
Like say for instance, you have an argument about something that's just like it could be easily swayed based on bias. It's not no factual shit like someone putting hands on you. It's all just bias. Nah, you got to keep your family up out of that shit as much as possible,
Mhm.
because that's gonna create a distaste for your partner in their eyes.
Mhm.
And once your family gonna rock with you. Your family gonna be there for you. So you
No
can't,
matter what.
yeah, no matter what. So you got to be careful when it comes to what you tell your family, your friends about your partner.
Mhm.
Most things you want to iron out amongst each other, and then from that point, you go ahead and if it goes too far, and you just need some type of advice, then you possibly, I guess, you can go ahead and get some advice. But still,
Sometimes you just think to yourself, like, you want to reach out to the moms because you want to get insight of that person, like, because most of the time the parent knows their child best. So
sometimes,
so sometimes you do want that extra whatever, like, I guess in a sense you want that person to agree with you because most of the time they know their child.
Aren't you looking for verification? That's
In
why
a
you
sense.
yeah, but you shouldn't have to do that for every little thing.
You
That
don't do
becomes a trust problem.
Of course not.
Yeah,
You shouldn't do
so-
that for every little thing. You should do it for big problems.
yeah,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it's some dynamics of a child. Some parents will never fucking understand. They'll never
That's
get,
true.
shit. Even like homies. homeboys. You got like I got some homeboys. They ain't never gonna see some sides of me that my lady would see.
Mm-hmm.
They will never see it. It's just different dynamics of relationships. I think a lot of people hide things from their parents as far as like their personalities. You know, they give a a version of themselves of the parents that they want to be proud of, or they want to be accepted. So they may not know their child very good. They may not know.
That's true too.
It's a very complex situation right there. So I don't know. It's so many different ripples, so many different things from that right there, man. Let me see. Is any other thing going on in the world today? Because we've been on here, about to be on here for an hour. The Amber Heard trial is progressing. It's been very, very interesting.
How that shit going?
Today is going viral. A TMZ man that used to work for TMZ, he said that Amber Heard initially gave them some footage that was edited. He's saying that it was a footage of Johnny Depp slamming some cabinets, and that's all they seen when they were in court. He said, "I've never seen this footage of the initially her like setting up the camera, and at the end of it, her snickering at the end of the video." So she
provoked him.
She provoked him. Let me play the clip right here. Yeah. This is from Gossip in the City. Shouts out to Fee.
15 minutes that we received. Objection, Your Honor. Argumentative. It was much shorter than the video we had received, than the video that's played in his file. I stand to gain nothing. The direct link that we received and watched the video in its entirety. It was much shorter than the video we had received, than the video that's been played in his trial. There was a bit at the beginning that was played here in which Ms. Heard is seemingly sort of setting up the camera and getting into position. And then there's a bit at the end where she's seemingly snickering and looks at the camera. That part was not present in what we received.
She just looked like a liar.
TMZ edit the video? No, not even a little. The direct link that we
sit there, not even that. He trying to make sure they don't take video.
Yeah, she got that look. She's got that look, that evil ass look. Evil look about her, man.
15 minutes of fame.
Objection, Your Honor. Argumentative.
I can ask that question. Overruled.
So I stand to gain nothing from this. I'm actually putting myself kind of in a target of TMZ, a very litigious organization, and I'm not seeking any 15 minutes here. So you're welcome to speculate. I could say the same thing by taking Amber Heard as a client for you.
Oh,
a little argumentative, don't you think?
Oh, hardly. I find that to be purely logical. Thank you.
Oh,
smart mouth, huh?
First of all, how is the judge that's the lawyer that's asking the question now? He did what he did.
Flip that shit on your little stupid ass.
Right.
Yeah. Hell nah. So that shit has been crazy. Some other shit that broke from Fee from Gospel in the City is I gotta talk about this on the direct link main channel. I gotta talk about this shit on the main channel. But Kanye West has a thing for these type of women. So yesterday, his new girlfriend that looked like Kim K, a video was released with that shit right there. Oh, this is not her. But Kanye West and another girl got like a little sex tape. Kanye West's girlfriend, his new girlfriend that looked like Kim Kardashian, has a sex tape with another chick. That shit was on Twitter. That shit was interesting. I can't show it here, of course, but yeah, that's just interesting.
Yeah, she moving. She a little one of them little special ones I see.
Yeah, man. But Kanye he got it tight. He got it tight.
He want them eaters.
Them eaters. He like them eaters, man. I don't know what's up, but yeah, he got him a little type though. So his chick got a little sex tape on that is going a little viral and stuff like that.
Oh shit.
Yeah, man.
It's just so funny to me.
Hey, it's sad. It's sad for me, man. Some other quick. We can do some little quick hitters before we end the stream. Future seen at his stepson's or adopted son's graduation. You know, they saying all Future being a daddy. They being extra petty, but
extra petty.
But Future, this is his dude. You know, this is a little man. He's graduated from high school. So shouts out to Future. You know, the dude look extra happy. You see the smile on his face, man. He glad the old boy the other day, bro. But
I wonder for situations like this, like let's say he didn't have a ticket, you think they would let him in? Just because he.
Yeah, they'll let that nigga in, man. Yeah, that's Future. Even the little baby, y'all remember that video of the little baby walking through the wedding and seeing Future and bobbing their head?
Yeah, I seen that.
It's fucking Future,
He was
man.
vibing on there.
Yeah, we give Future so many excuses for the fuck shit he be doing, but it's Future though, bro.
Fuck shit.
Once in a lifetime talent.
Yeah, you'll never get that again.
You know, it's sad that them kids gotta risk their father for our entertainment, but it is what it is. You know, they're gonna be rich though. You know, it comes at a heavy price. So some more news. Gunna was denied bond. They saying that now Gunna is some type of commander in the YSL gang. They're trying to continue to push the point of the gang. They trying to continue pushing the point that YSL, which is Young Thug's record label, is not a record label and it is a gang. So Gunna was denied bond, and they were saying the reasons being that he may threaten some witnesses and stuff and
witness
tampering. So they got to keep him locked up. They're saying a lot of people that's in YSL does not have any contact with other members. So you know they're going through a lot of stuff when it comes to that trial. I don't know what's going on, what will happen in the future, but that's going on right then and right.
They stretched that bitch all the way to next year
because they want them to sit. They want them to actually start talking.
Yeah, they trying to get them to fold. You feel me? Trying to do their best they can to get them boys to fold. Hold on. There's some quick funny shit right here. We gonna just end up on this right here. So these people is mad because these old folks on Facebook don't know how to fucking use this shit right. So they posted pictures. This person said, "I'm tired of my auntie posting shit like this. I thought she passed away." They said the auntie posted shit like this on Facebook as a profile picture. Imagine your auntie doing this shit, boy. I start crying immediately, bro. What the fuck going on with my auntie?
For real.
TT good.
She good. Right? She passed away. So
obituary picture they use.
They just don't understand nothing, man. This is some auntie on the same shit. Dog. Old folks on social media is epidemic, bro.
Oh, dang.
Look at this damn shades, bro. Nigga said my grandma made a Facebook and I'm weak. This nigga said my daddy profile. Somebody daddy. What the fuck are these old people doing, man?
Where are you even finding these filters from?
I don't know.
I've never seen them before.
Oh, bro, she too young for this shit. Come on,
yeah,
you look too damn young. Said dog saying I had to hop in a cousin group chat and check on everybody.
I ain't gonna lie, this one looked like an island picture. Like that is somebody from the islands.
Yeah, definitely like somebody from the islands. That's uncles that have a picture like that. Yeah, nah, but anything you guys want to add before we wrap up the stream for the day?
Oh man, I'm good.
This is the last thing we'll put on here. This was Lisa before she pulled up there.
A bit more. Okay. Here we go. Control.
That's a toothbrush.
That's how you do the edges.
How big? Come down. Wait a minute.
You hooking that mother.
That's how I be swooping your head talking shit. Anyway.
There we go. Not my hurricane, my good.
Oh,
yeah, nah, man. But all right, that's gonna wrap up the stream today. Let's go ahead and get the at names and shit.
Yo, this your boy TK Money checking in. Make sure you check us out on Instagram. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, which is at TK_money. Check out the Veterans Media on Instagram.
Do that.
Hey y'all, it's me, Lisa Lee. Don't forget to follow me at attractive_smiley. And you can also follow my business page at C_more_creations.
Do that. Oh, I forgot Mike not here today. It's on me. It's your boy Stacy. You already know the find me posted on the daily right here, man. Make sure you go to smash the like button on your way out. Drop a comment. Tell them that you enjoy the stream and all that good shit. Appreciate you guys for vibing in the chat today, man.
Appreciate you.
But check us next week at 9 o'clock. Well, between 8 and 9. But Don't Cancel the Culture podcast. And don't ever do that.
Don't ever.
We are. Beep, beep.